morning. Usually the scouts get off by 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. They're off
in the morning, right?
In the morning.
So you got to do it early if you're going to do it.
Well, I started going through actually after they were off. My logic being that they're busy cleaning up, wrapping up. They don't need someone coming in interfering with that. So I wanted to wait, and so my primary interface at that point was then with the scouts, with the leaders, and so forth, and some with the troops. Not all were gone, and so I just touched base with them each day and said, how's things going, any problems, the joke of any broken bones or scratches, that sort of stuff. And so I was doing that, and one of the leaders had mentioned that he was having some issues with one of the scouts, and we talked about that a little bit, and that developed into something else that ultimately resulted in the boy going home. There was some challenges there, I guess is the best way to put that one. And so being there and being able to talk, and I spent some time separately talking with the boy who was very upset about that, having to do that and listen. Mostly what we do is listen. We don't try to render judgments or whatever, we just listen. So it was good. Before he left, he'd not had a good experience with his leader, and he had developed a negative concept of adults. But by the time he left, there were enough adults that interacted with him positively that he was smiling and at least went off with a more positive understanding than he had been earlier in the day, and he found out he had to go. Then the other day, Saturday, I went up with another troop, and each troop spends a day, they have to climb up to the summit. There's a bunch of activities up there, so I did that with one of the troops and looked around there. Well, there's a lot more up there than you realize. And being up there, it was kind of good because I bumped into some of the scouts from my home council up there that I knew already. So just said hi. Good to see each other. So that's good. So mostly just being there and letting scouts and scouters know that there's someone that they can talk to and do that. I don't represent the Presbyterian Church. I simply represent the fact that I'm a chaplain. I've never even raised the fact that I'm Presbyterian unless somebody asked me.
Thank you for sharing. There's a couple of things I was supposed to ask you first.
Sure.
Can you tell us your name?
Peter Vischer.
And where are you from?
From Wanakena, New York.
And do you have an involvement in scouting back home?
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, I'm the scoutmaster of our troop in the church, and I'm also the chaplain at our scout camp.
So you have chaplaincy experience at summer camp?
Yes, it's a very limited, it's a volunteer thing. I go on weekends and do an interfaith service. We started out, the first year I did, this is the third year. We tried having a service on Wednesday, but nobody was around, so nobody came. Because they have an opportunity to go out canoeing to islands and stuff. So then I talked to the program director, and I said, change this, and she agreed, and so we moved it to Monday night, and that's usually before anyone started going out. And the other thing we do is we offer this Scout as Reverend patch. If the scouts
that's a beautiful patch.
say grace before every meal and attend an interfaith service, and the scoutmaster simply has to sign off they've done that, and we'll buy the patches. So that increased attendance significantly at the interfaith service. It went from 5 to 40 or 50 a week. And of course, there's another interesting fact. Generally, the attendance, we have some troops come from out of state, to our camp, and they tend to be much more likely to come to the service than some of the local troops from our own council.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this.
All right.
I hope your experience here is fabulous.